to think tricks, and this lesson also will be helpful as the other. Now, when do you think you want to bring attributes? So I'll talk a bit about attribute. Okay, so you have 2 points. Okay, and you want to connect, and you want to make a primitive. Then add to go add. Instead of adding a point, you go to the polygon and just click the group. Then it's going to connect that thing for you. And as you move it, the line also moves. Okay, and or you can use a curve node where you can even curve, because both are same method. Add to Okay, so you have add points, then you have transformed and replicated it. All right, and if I put a number, there are so many numbers, and if you want to delete the number, you can just say 0 to 50. Okay, so there is going to be a problem. So this 0 to 50, okay, whatever you see, this 0 to 50 is this. This is point number, right? So when you delete it, so I'm deleting again 51 to 91, okay? So here I'm deleting 0 to 50, and here I'm deleting 51 to 91, okay? So the number changes, the number order changes, okay? So this is 1, okay? This is 1, and this is 2 when I'm here, all right? So that number is going to change. If I try to delete another point, go click here, take the point selection and delete this one. Again, you see there is 0, 1, 2 here. Okay, so even though we are deleting something, but it's not deleting at all. Okay, so this is because when you delete something, it's going to give you a new point number. It's not a good idea. Sometimes it is not a good idea to, like, sometimes you want to keep that 1 and 2 for something else, right? So how do you take or how do you delete a certain point? Okay, so point number is not a good way to delete when you want the number. Okay, so that is called ID. So number can be 0 to 100, and number can be anything, but ID is like, it's an identity number. Okay, so I'm doing the same thing here. So I have replicated points, and what I'm doing here is I'm creating attribute create ID. I'm creating an ID for this is how I create the ID. Okay, I said the name is ID, and it has to be integer. It's not a float. Okay, it has to be integer. And what's the value? I said ptnum. So whatever you see the ptnum, that's my value. That is the ID. Okay, so now if I delete, so here I'm deleting 0 to 50. Okay, there is no 0 to 15 here. Only thing I can see is 90 and 52 and stuff. Okay, not 0 to 49. All right, so that's the first use of attribute. So whenever you think of attribute, so when you think of customization, you should think of this, which is attributes. I know it's hard to see, so I'll just move it. And you can read this. So first way, like when you're bringing attribute, you have another 3 type of attributes. So one is inbuilt attributes. Everything is inbuilt attribute, but I'm talking about the nodes. Okay, the nodes are inbuilt nodes. So those are, if you go to the attribute here, except Wrangle and VOP, the rest I will call them inbuilt attribute nodes, okay, inbuilt attribute nodes, right? So these two, I would say, it's like this is like a built from scratch attribute. It's like there is nothing, but it's not nothing actually. You can bring a lot of things here, and and even this is like a blank board, blank board or blackboard. You can write whatever you want, not whatever you want, but the Vex code whatever you want. So, and third one I would say is attribute expression, which is handy sometimes. Just why the reason why I use is when I forget something, I just come here and click uh the formulas. Like if I forget the random Vex, like how do I type the random? So just click on the random and then like okay, random and something element number, but you can say ptnum or even you can say id. So it's like I can say at id. That's why attribute create, and first you need to create an attribute id. So id, and id is a integer, and ptnum. Okay, now it has id is so much, keep it 100 id, and you want to randomize the number. Of course, this is actually randomized, but again, you want randomized, and boom, in this. Okay, so but you can even go first, like, okay, I like this random ID thing, so now I would go for maybe not here. Come on, custom maybe velocity. So velocity is like I'm creating an attribute velocity with random ID. Okay, I don't know what's going to happen, but just see. Let's see how it's going to be. So based on ID, this is going to be there. So yeah, you can use attribute expression, which is handy. You can use any method, just play with it. And the other is the attribute random, noise, blur, so many. It's like you can put an attribute random like this and display. Come on, show me display normal. So you can see here, you can use attribute random. There is like inside sphere is really good, or you can just go for the constant and you can give a value. Like for normal, it's always like -1 and +1, so you can go for -1 and +1. So up to you, however you want. Okay, and you can add on top of this because that's all attribute, right? So that's what when you think of customization, you can think of attributes. So another use of this RBD expression and random use case. Okay, so I have a grid and then I have a normal attribute now. Okay, so that's why everything is facing this side because normal is this side. If I put reverse, then it should go down. Okay, because this is not the face, right? This is not the face. This is back side, and this is the face, front side. Okay, so now we know where is the friend, and if you put scatter after, then scatter will also take the normal value. If you put scatter first, I will take for test geometry. Okay, and then I clean so that there is no attribute associated with it. Okay, I will bring a switch. And I'll switch to 1. Okay, and if I put scatter node. Now I don't have a normal. Okay. Now I don't have a normal. And if I put another normal, still I don't have a normal. But I'll bypass this one. So it just the geometry. No scatter point. Now if I put normal, so I have this as a normal, and then I put scatter, I have normal for the points. Okay, so keep that in mind. If you put scatter before the normal, then you probably won't be able to see anything. It will be like this. Okay. And then if you want more random to this normal, so I would go for, to make it understand, I will go for the grid. Because in this one, it's going all the direction already, right? So it's confusing. Now it doesn't go. Everything is facing only one direction. Okay, now if I put random, boom. You see, I customized attribute normal value using attribute randomize. And there you go. You have this. Okay, so when planning to bring attribute, these are the method you can think. Okie dokie. So another example for ID. So you see, I have point and the point number. Okay, just a simple setup. So I have replicated and then I created ID for them based on the point number. So all these are not just point number, but also ID. Same here. The point here. If I merge them, now you can see. Now you can see there's 2, 0, there's 2, 5, 4, etc. Okay. And if you want to keep a line on them, it's pretty simple. You just add, and like I said, you remember, just go click the by group. Okay, I'll add it again. I'll bring a new. Okay, then go polygon, go by group. Now it's like, what are these? This is like a 2 stars, isn't it? But you're like, no worry. There are like, I want to join based on the ID. Okay, so just come here, just go by attribute ID. Boom. Okay, now if you change here from there, it's like a procedural now. Okay, and again, I have point, I've replicated it, and then I colored it to green. And here I have sphere, and I deleted the geometry, I moved it, replicated again, and colored it green. Okay, and if I use point expression with the normal value, like you see, I have point now. Okay, and then I'm putting point number or norm, or I'm trying to make a normal to it. Okay, so it doesn't have it, but you see everything is 0, right? Okay, but you can give value by yourself just by keeping a 1, a 1, a 1. Okay, so it's like you can customize however you want. So, and the usual point scale. Okay, so you group however you want. Okay, and then you can use attribute random, which is so good. And you can say 1 and manipulate that. And voila, there you go. Okay, you get different pscale. The adjacent float, which is actually good one because I can use another previous data. Let's bring a color. Okay, let's do that now. Okay, so okay, and then I'll go for attribute noise. Why attribute noise? Because I want to spread color, and I know as a default attribute noise has CD, and I don't want 3D color. You can see different color, which means 3D color. So just 2D color. Okay, and then I'll go for positive to 0 centered. No preference, just randomly clicking it. Yeah. What I'm trying to do is I want to get some different value. Like if I go to points and I look for CD, it's going from -1 to 1, meaning it's going too dark to too white. Okay. So you can adjust that if you go to the post process and you say fit it between 1, 0, and 1. So now you can see I have 0 and 1, which is what I want. Okay. So there are some part which are, if you come here, if you try to check that, you see some of them have value 0.1 and stuff. Okay. So which is what I want. And now based on this, grouped it for no reason. I don't want to group it, so I'll just cancel that. So I want attribute adjustment float based on this. Okay. So I'll bring a new attribute float. I'll bring a new attribute adjust by float. Okay, so it's just looking for pscale, and as a default, you can see nothing. That's because it has a value of 0. So if I keep it 0.01, everything will have. Okay, so if it's 0, you see there is nothing. But if I keep 0.1, then you can see, voila. Okay, but no, you see everything is having the same size based on the color, isn't it? Even black has the same size and white has the same size. So how do you adjust that? I want to have it based on the color. Okay, since we have the color data already, so we can pull that and say that, okay, instead of constant, I will be using float attribute. Okay, so now it is looking for an attribute, and I have CD attribute, and now just go and grab them. Voila. Now you see based on, some are small and big. You can see that, isn't it? But this is like uniform scale. So I'll just change uniform scale and maybe I'll keep it 1. Yeah. Wow. You see, based on the color, I have the P scale. Okay. So that's the use of attribute adjust float because you can gather, it's like I'm creating a new attribute called pscale, and pscale is driven based on CD. Okay, so that you cannot do with attribute random. Like you have a scatter, but then you delete it based on just selection. It has a problem, right? Like once you change the grid, it's going to change everything. Same for the color. If you even color based on the paint and scatter, again, it's going to be in trouble if you change the value. If you keep it 1010, now as you change, you can see the difference. Okay, that's like limited access. That's why I said limited access. That's the problem. So it's better to use attribute. Okay, it's like you can use any noise. Okay, any noise, and even you can fit between a value and you can ramp it. Okay, that's one good advantage. Now you have this. And even if you change Okay, as you increase it, it's like I drag and select. So now if I keep it 1500, still the points are here. 200, 250, still the points are here. So, nothing to worry if you're using attribute. That's the main idea of attribute. And don't just limit your idea with one attribute. You can mix. Okay. So this fit and ramp is actually, I'm controlling it from here. Okay, there is an animation. Okay, and that you can manipulate it again. So it's like now I have a color, right? So take the color. So color is a vector, meaning it has, if you directly connect the color, it's going to be taking the older one. Okay, so you have to split from vector to float. So now I have access to X, Y, Z, but I'm taking only one angle, X, and I'm ramping it. I think it's from outside and then giving it back. It's like from 3 to 1 again. And here I can adjust. So you see, you get something like that. And these are the scatter point, and scatter point also, like, okay, so that will be the next class.